That's right, I finally have a new GPU in my system. Oh my good golly, Miss Molly. Now, I have to tell you guys a story. We heard about GPU number 1. We heard about GPU number 2. GPU 3 was at the store. And GPU 4, I almost got robbed at Marketplace. GPU 5, you've never heard about, and we're currently on GPU number 6. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you guys about how I drove off and left my GPU on the ground. For all of you who are just joining, let me bring everyone up to speed. Once upon a time, there was but a man. And this man, well, he built some things. He built robots. He built AIs that helped people. But it came at a cost. His GPU, meant for gaming, meant for videos, meant for editing, was turned into a slave. A slave for AI development. And so he pushed. He pushed so hard that his GPU finally died. His GPU went to GPU heaven. And so he sought out a replacement. Something better, faster, stronger, sturdier, with less GPU sag. And thus began the great journey to find a new 4080 RTX GPU. One would think that the great hunt would be simple, easy, fast, hard, strong, handsome. It wasn't. Day one, I went to Amazon, bought myself a brand new 4080, 2-day shipping. Brilliant. But it all went downhill. When they sent my GPU to the wrong house, I saw the picture of my box, my $1,200 box, at the front of someone else's house. I lost my shit. But see, I was a smart man. I was a desperate man. I was on my knees. And I couldn't wait for 2-day shipping. So I actually bought another GPU the same time I bought the first one. I bought a 4070 Ti just to make it through the day with 1-day shipping. So I knew another GPU was on its way. A backup GPU. A piece de resistance. And as I was streaming, it arrived. And it too was sent to the wrong address. I was about to chase down this Amazon delivery driver, and I was about to hunt this man down. But I didn't. Because I have programmer legs. So I was 2 GPUs down. But before we even began, I was down 2. Which brings me to the story of GPU number 3. I went to a store. I should have went to a more credible store, but I went to a store to find a GPU. I found one there. Well, technically speaking, I found one that wasn't as good because they were out of stock for whatever reason. I was ill at the time, and a whole slew of things went downhill for me, and I left without a GPU. The next day, I was desperate. I went to Facebook Marketplace, where I almost got jumped by 3 teenagers trying to sell a 4080 GPU at the side of a Shell gas station. Yeah, this time I was smart. I tricked them. Go watch the VOD from last time's stream. You'll see all the things that happened. Let me bring you guys up to the news story now. Okay? We're on day 7 or 8 of the GPU hunt. I went to Memory Express and I bought a GPU from them. These tendrils had the GPU in my hand. I put it in my freaking truck. I swear I put it in my truck. I'm like 98% sure I put it in the truck. Damn it. How do I spin this to make myself look better? Someone had a flat tire and I ran to go help them. I'm like 97% sure that I put the GPU in my truck. Now, I remember I locked my truck as I was leaving. I came back after helping this person with their tire. It was making, they turned into the corner, they turned into the parking lot, and it was making like a kunk sound. So I was like, obviously their wheel is just loose and I could let them drive off like that, right? And I was like, I'm like 96% sure that I put this, like 95 and a half. Oof. I put it in my truck. I got in my truck. I was happy as a clown. I put on my sunglasses. I make the right-hand turn and all I hear is this. I hear a sliding noise. And in my terror, in my terror, I heard this sliding noise going above me, and I look to my left as I'm turning right. Who can say where the road goes? It's like the 4080 Texas on the side at RTX. I was like, no fucking way. I put it on the road. I was 94% sure that I put it in the car. I was so sure. I stopped my car immediately. I looked behind me, and the box had a big dent in it. No one ran over it, thankfully. But I ran back. I picked it up, and I was on my knees. I'm gonna tell you guys this, but you guys promise not to expose me here. But I literally got on my knees to pick it up. I felt a little bit of pee come out. Like I was so distraught that I felt a little trickle of pee. I was devastated, and I got back in my truck. It was like I was holding my dead baby in my hands. I was like this. I was like this, my baby. I'm like 97% sure